at typical tourist attractions like museums, historical buildings, or distinctive natural sites. This Halloween season's craze is dark tourism, which brings visitors to morbid attractions and frightening encounters. So let's take a look at the top 10 dark tourist attractions you should never visit. Before we get any further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest uploads. Okay, now back to the list. At number 10, the Killing Fields in Cambodia. Phnom Penh's killing fields are horrific. They will astound and horrify you while also offering significant information regarding the Khmer Rouge regime's slaughter. In the late 1970s, tyrant Pol Pot killed almost 1 out of every 5 Cambodians during 4 years. Although Cambodia has around 300 killing fields, the Cheung El killing fields are one of the most popular dark tourism attractions in the world. The fields may appear gorgeous on the surface, but they have a dark history. At number 9, Robben Island, South America. This is where Nelson Mandela, along with many others, were imprisoned and subjected to some of the most dreadful conditions. It is currently a UNESCO World Heritage Site with tours given by ex-prisoners available. The island has also served as a leper colony and an institution in the past. Its renown, however, stems from its usage as a jail during the Apartheid era. This is why it is one of the world's top 10 dark tourist attractions. Many of us are interested in learning more about crime and punishment. At number 8, Suicide Forest, Japan. The Suicide Forest is a 4-square-mile forest located near the northwest base of Mount Fuji in Japan. The forest, which has been linked to demons in Japanese folklore, has such a dense tree cover that it effectively stops breeze, making it a very silent and frightening environment. Despite several signs in Japanese and English advising individuals to think twice about their acts, this forest has become a favorite site for suicides for some reason. Every year, approximately 100 people commit suicide there, according to statistics. At number 7, the Bath Springs Hotel, Alberta, Canada. Built in 1888 as one of Canada's major railway hotels, it all started when a woman's wedding gown caught fire due to the candles adorning the staircase. She stumbled and fell down the steps in a panic, dying from a broken neck. Many individuals have claimed to have seen her spirit in a bridal gown, frequently dancing into the ballroom. The most well-known story, however, is that of a family that was killed in room 873. The entrance of the room has since been bricked up, but the family who died in there still may be seen. At number 6, Volcano Creeks in Pompeii, Italy. Any history buff should pay a visit to Pompeii. When Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, the city was entirely frozen in time, forcing most of the residents to leave. When the city was unearthed 1,700 years later, the layers of ash and pumice that had fallen upon Pompeii had nearly transformed the bodies into sculptures. Tourists from Rome and Naples can take you to the city. You may also visit Mount Vesuvius, the volcano itself, to witness the pure power of nature. At number 5, the Sedlec Ossuary, Czech Republic. The Sedlec Ossuary is a modest Roman Catholic chapel located beneath the Cemetery Church of All Saints in the Kutná neighborhood of the Czech Republic. The ossuary, which preserves the remains of between 40,000 and 70,000 skeletons, attracts approximately 200,000 tourists each year. The boats have been creatively arranged to make decorations and furnishings for the church. The chapel's 4 corners are occupied by a massive bell-shaped mounds. A gigantic chandelier of bones, including at least one of every bone in the human body, hangs from the center of the nave, with skull garlands. At number 4, Leap Castle, Ireland. In one of the castle's chapels, today known as the Bloody Chapel, a violent fratricide was committed by the Irish O'Bannon clan in the 13th century. Many others were also kept captive and killed at the castle. The Elemental, a ferocious, hunched, supernatural monster beast distinguishable by the accompanying scent of decayed flesh and sulfur, is said to be hunting the castle. Also revealed during the renovation of the castle was a dungeon accessible only by a ceiling hatch. It was used to execute convicts and held 3 carloads of human remains as well as spikes to impale those who were hurled into its depths. At number 3, La Noire Cemetery in Chile. La Noire used to be a thriving and prosperous mining town, but after a series of setbacks, the industry dwindled and ultimately failed. The abandoned ghost town itself is frightening enough, but it's the local cemetery that has made this town one of the world's most sought-after nighttime tourist destinations. The dead of La Noire Cemetery is said to rise at night and stroll around town, and ghostly figures regularly appear in visitors' pictures. Aside from the claimed paranormal activity, the cemetery has open graves with their remains entirely exposed. At number 2, the Ridges, Ohio, USA. From 1874 through 1993, this mental institution was located in Athens, Ohio. According to the British Society for Psychological Research, it is the world's 13th most haunted location. There are multiple spooky stories at the Ridges, but the most well-known is about a lady patient who escaped away and went lost for 6 weeks. She was discovered deceased in an unoccupied ward. She had stripped down to her underwear, carefully folded them, and lay down on the concrete where she died. Her body left a permanent stain on the floor due to decomposition and sun exposure, which is still evident today. And finally, at number 1, the London Dungeon in England. The dungeon, which opened in central London in 1974, is a popular London tourist attraction that recreates different horrific and macabre historical events from the city. The London Dungeon, which has 18 shows, 20 actors, and 3 rides, takes visitors on a journey through 1,000 years of London's history, where they meet actors portraying some of London's most infamous characters, such as the serial killer Jack the Ripper, who is remembered for the brutal murders of female prostitutes who lived and worked in the city slums. So guys, that's it for today's video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comments down below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell to get notified about our latest uploads.